Hello everyone, welcome to a new video. This is 007 Nightfire, and you might be wondering why I'm making a video about this game. For those of you who don't know, my very first video on this channel was a 007 Nightfire video almost 10 years ago. I don't recommend going back to watch it now because of the potato quality, and at some points I felt embarrassed at my commentary, so the audio has regrettably been replaced. But what I wanted to talk about was how awesome this game was growing up. Back in the day, GoldenEye was the defining FPS game that we all played with our friends growing up. It was great. After the era of N64 and PlayStation 1 came the next generation of consoles. Luckily, Nightfire was on GameCube, Xbox, and the PlayStation 2. Surprisingly, not a lot of people seem to have played 007 Nightfire, which is unfortunate because me and my friends played it a lot. It was, in my opinion, the GoldenEye of that generation. I'll be talking about the console version and not the PC version. I'll also only really touch on the multiplayer, as a single player, while great in its own right, isn't what I want to talk about.
Don't love me quietly, do it with intensity.
What Nightfire had, which improved upon GoldenEye, was that it had many more multiplayer customization options. For one, you could play with bots, and customize them. You could have up to 4 bots, 6 if you had the Xbox version, which works on the 360. It also had a multitude of different game modes, unique weapons, and maps. You could play as a plethora of different characters from the Bond franchise, including Jaws, Oddjob, Goldfinger, Pussy Galore, and many more. The cool thing about playing as Oddjob was that you actually were given his hat as a weapon. It had a slight homing function and killed in one shot. Plus, it replenished after some time too. So like GoldenEye, picking Oddjob gave you a distinct advantage. You could also customize each bot to be much stronger and much faster than their default setting, or you could make them stupidly easy. The choice was yours. I always liked to make a bunch of normal difficult bots with one super bot that was very difficult to kill. The weapon set was pretty diverse. You had a variety of different handguns and assault rifles. You had the Phoenix Samurai laser, trip, and remote mines, heat-seeking and remote-controlled rocket launchers, and different kinds of grenades, ranging from flash and smoke grenades to your typical frag grenade. You also had exotic weapons, such as the briefcase turret, a Delta repeater crossbow, satchel charges, a radio-controlled helicopter, and miniature tank. The cool thing about the laser trip mines, which was my personal favorite, was that you could strategically set them up so that you could trip it off from a distance, or you could just completely block a door's access. The maps varied quite a bit. You had a few maps from different Bond games, but typically me and my friends would play on 3 different maps: Skyrail, Phoenix Base, which I have a video uploaded where I recreated this map in Halo Reach, and Ravine. Skyrail was probably me and my friend's favorite map to play on. It was a big map in a snowy field, on a hill, and it had a cabin-style house at the bottom and a castle-like building on the top. It also had a functional gondola system that would take laps around the map between the 2 buildings. Phoenix Base was a 2-story level that was very small, but quite hectic, and opposite to what Skyrail was. It was the perfect multiplayer balance. Then we have Ravine, which is the only map to not allow bots. This is because the bot's pathing wasn't coded very well, and in Ravine it had many cliffs that you could fall off of. Similar to Skyrail, it had a working gondola system between 2 sides of a snowy mountain, and on each side had a building that you can enter and climb. Overall, my experiences with the console version of this game gave me and my friends so many fond memories. It is a great little multiplayer game that has very GoldenEye feel for that generation of consoles. The only other game that feels very much like GoldenEye was Time Splitters. I might do a review on that game one day, as though it was a short-lived game series, it was also just as fun as Nightfire, if not more so. Thank you so much for watching. I know this is a different style of video that you're used to, but I really wanted to express my enjoyment for this game growing up. If you have played Nightfire, please feel free to leave a comment of your experiences. I'm going to do more of these kinds of videos in the future, exploring games that I've played in my childhood and what about them I enjoyed so much. So if you would like to see more, please feel free to subscribe, and thanks again for watching.